the Essenes said they always used this prayer, and Joshua used it often in his teachings and ministry. Divine presence within, living in wholeness, moving in joy and love, I surrender to your will, bringing the radiance of your light into my heart and mind, and merge with me to manifest your will upon earth. I surrender to divine will, and so it is. Greetings, we are the collective voices of the Essenes, the community whose life was dedicated to Joshua's mission over 2,000 years ago. We come this evening to speak of inner Gnosis as an inner knowing. It is of grave importance that you develop a keener sense of your own inner knowing. Tonight, we will activate with your permission, your heart chakra and your third eye chakra, so you may become more proficient in tapping into your own inner guidance and have greater ability to psychically see, feel, and know your own innate wisdom and inner Gnosis. As the Essene community, we had to be on guard for our own safety, and by tapping into our own inner guidance, it was necessary for our survival. Tonight, we wish to help you to hone your intuitive abilities and inner Gnosis with greater ease and proficiency. And so in the Essene book, they talk about who they are and how they gathered in their community. They said what became known as the Essene Way was the founders of the Essene Way were the Kalu, the ancient ones who came from the old land in the west, Atlantis, first to Egypt and then to our land in Israel. The Kalu brought with them many secrets, much knowledge, and wonderful machines. They began to spread out over our land, looking for ones who might set up communities. There was a central place in which most of the knowledge was gathered, and smaller outlying communities. The central community was Quorum on the edge of the Dead Sea, a remote and harsh area, but chosen as such so that it would not attract too much attention. When Quorum was set up, the Kalu began to found other communities amongst those open to the inner truth, those who were open in their minds and hearts. One by one, the communities were established. Not all of these flourished, and some had a most difficult time. Much work was done upon the energy of the earth in preparation for the time when a great teacher would come. The teacher would need much support through a well-founded energy system. The Kalu did all of this and much more. They helped us, advised us, and visited the communities from time to time. So the communities were set up because we were so secretive and kept to ourselves. We began to arouse suspicion and hostility, especially among the Pharisees and the Sadducees. I'm not sure if I'm saying that right, but that's as close as I can get. These ones held reports of our knowledge and feared that this might outstrip theirs and be deeper and more profound than any knowledge they had. They feared that we might displace them from the position of power they held, and they became intent upon acquiring our knowledge. That knowledge, at any rate, would remain safe. We guarded it carefully so that they would not get their unworthy hands upon it. The Sadducees were a Judaic group drawn from the wealthy and aristocratic families. Many of the Sadducees were priests, and they dominated the temple in Jerusalem. They were rigidly conservative in religion, severe in judgment, and had no popularity amongst the people as a whole. They exercised power outside their stronghold of the temple, mainly by collaborating with the Pharisees. The whole Essene effort was centered upon the coming of a great teacher, a teacher of righteousness. At first, we did not know his name. We only knew that a great teacher would come, and he would lead us to the light. The Spirit would be strong within him, and many would follow him and listen to his teachings. So it was to be a supportive framework for him, and all would be ready for him when he came. We would be able to take care of him, nourish him, and protect him, feed his mind, and inspire his soul. But although we would guide his early steps, he would soar up far beyond us, for he had a new teaching to bring and a new way to establish, so that we could provide the broadest and most effective learning foundation for the teacher. The Kalu ensured that our minds were never confined to one religion. They gathered the best knowledge from Egypt, Persia, Greece, and elsewhere, and through their traveling were able constantly to challenge us with new ideas and new perspectives. As they came into our land to Egypt, it was Egyptian ideas together with our homegrown Hebrew concepts which formed the original base of our communities. But through the Kalu travels in Persia, we came into contact with many other ideas, including the duality of light and darkness, and purification rituals with running water, which influenced us greatly. Later on, the Kalu gained the confidence of the Pythagorean order, excuse me on that, and from that point, we were inspired by the ideas of the great sage, Pythagoras, on harmony, living an ethical life, and the proper ordering of communities. And so thus the Essene way was established. This was the perfect platform for the teacher of righteousness to push forward into new and transformative ideas, taking with much still more advanced and daring ideas into our greater world. It is also important to understand that mystery schools existed in most of the ancient traditions, and through a study of the mysteries, we gained insight into the universal aspirations of humanity and a universal law. The knowledge gave us a much bigger perspective than that of the conventional Jews around us. The Kalu encouraged us in these studies and nourished us with information from many sources. Without knowing the part the Kalu played in our lives, it's impossible to understand the breadth and the depth of our knowledge. To view the Essenes as simply an offshoot of the main tree of Jewish thought is to ignore the whole pattern of our development, and this can only lead to a distorted view of us. We are now beginning to bring forth the breadth and the depth of Essene knowledge out onto the world. And so, over 2 years, in January of 2021, I began these Essene teachings, and many of you have been with me since that time, and now it's 2021, so it's been over 2 years. And the depth of their teachings continues to empower us, because when we lived in that Essene community, we're extremely empowered. We were deeply connected to the earth. We were deeply connected to our own innate wisdom. And so tonight, as they share and talk about the power of connecting to our innate wisdom, it was very important for them during that time because it was difficult, just as described in this book. They were secret. They had to be a secretive order, and there was much jealousy among them. So there was fear for their survival. So as they come tonight and talk about us connecting to our innate wisdom, our inner knowingness, this was the way of life for them then. And as we are a part of the Essene family, we're living at a different time, but we still are part of that collective group. They want us to continue to deepen our connection to knowingness, to keep us safe, to keep us connected, to keep us aligned to our true innate selves, and also to the energy of our I Am presence and our higher selves, that we are always guided, and we always have the internal guidance of knowing what we need to do in our lives. So this is what they want to bring forth tonight. So I'm going to begin the channeling session. So here we go. Greetings, dear sons and daughters of the light. Yes, we are the collective voices of the Essenes. It always is an honor to bring our message forward to you, and we thank you for your devotion. We thank you for your commitment. We thank you for the light that you bring onto the world, the joy that you bring to the world, and the sacrifice that each of you have made to still be present upon this earth plane with a joyful, loving heart. We know that it is not easy to be of the world. You have lived many lifetimes. You have lived many incarnations, and you have lived during our lifetime as one of our Essene family members. And as you recall, in your own cellular memory, it was not an easy lifetime. Now, as you live in your year of 2023, the challenges that you have in many ways are different, but they are the same. It truly is about connecting and listening to your own soul. It is about connecting to your I Am presence. It's about connecting to what we call that still, quiet voice from within, listening to your inner Gnosis. What does that still, quiet voice tell you? In your world, separate from ours, there is much chatter. There is much distraction in your external world. The distractions that we had at our time was primarily about survival. Yours, in many ways, is about survival, but you have the creature comforts of a physical home. Most of you, if not all of you, have sufficient amount of financial income or support to provide your basic needs and to feel safe and to feel protected. You have what we call an open policy in your life of freedom in many ways, of sharing and speaking your truth out onto the world. We did not have that luxury. And so we had to depend upon ourselves. We had to deepen our connection to our own soul, to our own inner gnosis, and yes, telepathic communication with one another. The telepathic communication is very much like your telephone system or your internet system, where we communicated through our thought forms. Most of you have developed this to some degree, and you have the ability to tap in to, say, a loved one or a friend's energy and feel them, perhaps them thinking of you, or you think of them and they are calling you or coming to visit you. But we had to tap into our telepathic communication, particularly after the crucifixion of Christ, when the intensity and the fear of our own survival was necessary. And so tonight, we do not wish to say frighten you, but we ask you to understand that you have this ability to access within you because it is deep within your own cellular memory, within your DNA. And yes, as you're part of our ancestry, you are connected like a telephone line to us because you were one of us. And so tonight, as we lead you through a meditation to deepen your connection to your own inner gnosis, it will help you to feel a sense of confidence within yourself, to feel more empowered, and to keep you safe from harm, to allow you to quiet yourself and to listen, not to ignore your own intuition, not to ignore your own thought forms. But there is a difference between your mental capacity and your own inner gnosis. But it is listening quietly by tuning in. And when you do this, it is like fine-tuning a radio station, getting your favorite radio station. Listening, tuning in, can be instantaneous. Again, many of you are very proficient at this, but we are amping it up so that you are keener, you're more fine-tuned, that you're able to listen to your own soul, but you are able to also connect to us as the Essene collective family of light, and you will be able to connect to your guides, master teachers, and guardians. As you begin to listen with a clear, what we call perception, that your inner ear, your inner hearing, your third eye, and your heart chakra, and your solar plexus, and your crown chakra are all connected deeper into your high heart. And tonight, we wish to take you into this meditation of deepening into your high heart, deepening your connection to your soul, listening from your high heart. Getting still, being quiet takes time. But as we have said, it is necessary, because the skills and the abilities that you need at this time are being amplified, fine-tuned, and becoming more proficient, because the energies upon the planet are ramping up, and you, as all part of the Essene family of light, will be gathering and receiving more intuitive knowledge from your ancestors, from the Kalu. Yes, many of you, as you know, are part of the Atlantean community, and yes, the Lemurian community, but the Kalu are from the temples of Atlantis. And when Atlantis fell, there was migration to Egypt, and there were dispersed energy of beings that came and traveled to Israel, to our community. You see, you now are all in different locations, but you're all connected and you're all one family of light. And so tonight, allow us to open up your psychic centers, your high heart, and your remembrance as an Essene member, but also as a Kalu, as an ancient wise one. Because yes, there's one. You're all ancient beings of light. And if you make that choice, step into your power, step into your remembrance, and step into your gifts, it will be as easy as turning on a light switch. It will be easy as breathing. It will be natural to you to connect to your inner Gnosis instantaneously, momentarily, quickly, because the energy at this time upon this planet is quickening. And as many of you choose to continue your evolutionary process and ascension into the enlightenment of your soul's journey, we use the word must, but you must keep up with yourself, as if your higher self is beckoning you to step into your power, to step into your wisdom, to step into the ancient wisdom teachings that you hold and carry, that have guided you through the time when we lived together in quorum and in this moment called now. Many of you live alone and do not have the support system, as we've spoken of many times before, but we come together each month so that you may support yourself, that you may feel that connection, that you do not feel that aloneness, and that by coming together, you amplify your abilities by remembering, oh, this feels familiar to me. I remember union. I remember union. I remember union. So I'd ask you each to take a deep inhaling breath, place your feet upon the ground, and allow yourself to settle and relax by placing your hand upon your heart and taking a deep breath and breathing in to your heart as we help you to open up your high heart so that you may begin to connect deeper to your own inner Gnosis, to your own inner knowing. And so simply relax. Let go, let God, let go, let God, let go, let go. Simply deepen your connection into your own heart chakra, into your high heart. And if you so shall, invite us in so that you may receive and allow us to help you to unlock the memories of your true wisdom and the ancient wisdom teachings that you hold and carry as a part of our Essene family of life. Each of you have great knowledge as you have been a part of these ancient wisdom teachings in the mystery schools, both in Atlantis, in Egypt, and in your time of Lemuria. And as each of you have been a part of this great family of light, you have shared your wisdom telepathically with one another. And tonight, allow yourself to open your beautiful heart, your third eye, your solar plexus, your crown, your third eye, your root chakra, your sacral chakra, your earth star chakra, and all of your major and minor chakras can come into alignment, that you can now align yourself to your own soul and to your own innate wisdom. As if you are measuring and lining yourself up with a ruler, that you are measuring distance or measuring time, measuring. So imagine yourself in this beautiful alignment, and you're perfectly aligned to your own soul. And so simply breathe into your heart, letting go, letting God, letting go, letting God, letting go, letting God, and allowing your beautiful light to shine. Simply take another deep breath and simply deepen your connection into your heart chakra. Feeling the connection as if you have anchored the energy of divine love, the energy of Father, Mother, God, the energy of our I Am Presence, anchoring this into your high heart, into your compassionate, merciful heart. And there as your heart begins to soften and you open up your high heart, you begin to expand your wisdom, your inner gnosis, your inner knowing, because your heart is open. There is no need for pain or suffering. There is no need for fear. There is no need to be afraid. That you are divinely guided and divinely protected at all times. And what will be for your highest good will come into consciousness. And you will be able to receive the guidance that you need moment by moment by moment. And this begins to alleviate the fear that has been embedded within your collective consciousness as humans since the beginning of time. And as we lived in our time and we dealt with fear, and we dealt with separation, we dealt with anxiety, we dealt with survival. We are here just as we were to help support Joshua in his mission as the Essene community of light. We are here to support you in your mission. Anxiety, fear, anger, loneliness, separation, all hold no place within you. It's coming back to center by breathing into your high heart and breathing in and calling in your inner gnosis. Living from that still, quiet place from within. that it becomes as a part of you, as just a part of your, what you call your autonomic nervous system. You do not have to think. Just as you do not have to think to breathe, or to allow your digestive system to operate, or your heart to beat. Your inner gnosis will become, as they say, automatic, as if on autopilot, ready when you need it, easily accessible, tangible, palpable, present, clear, keen, precise. That within your own etheric blueprint, you're able to hold this wisdom of inner gnosis, a gift from the Godhead, a gift from the great Creator, a gift, as they say, for your survival, a gift for you to thrive, a gift for you to be at peace. And so as we come now to you, may you allow us to open up your heart chakra and touch your third eye and tap your crown chakra and open up your solar plexus and deepen your connection to your sacral chakra, your creative center, and your root chakra and your earth star chakra, so that you are properly aligned to your own inner truth. Listening to the still, quiet voice from within. Listening from the still, quiet voice from within. Just as you feel the presence of our energy upon this eve, may you feel the presence of your own higher self, your own soul, and begin to trust deeper within yourself. No longer second guessing, but allowing. Remember that you are the star. STAR, surrender, trust, allow, and receive. You are the star. Surrender, trust, allow, and receive. As we deepen your connection to your inner gnosis, you surrender as you trust within yourself and allow the process so you may receive. Surrender, trust, allow, and receive. As you remember that you're a part of the ancient knowledge and the ancient wisdom keepers, from the original founders of the Kalu. And yes, dear ones, you have lived in many communities and in many families of life. But it is our family, the Essene family, that welcome you back home here on this earth plane, because you have such a deep connection here on the earth. Because many of you incarnated here many, many, many lifetimes. And yes, you have your connection to your galactic family of light and to the celestial realm and brothers and sisters. But tonight is reconnecting to us here as we still reside in Israel on an etheric level. That was our homeland. And just when Lea came to the Dead Sea in the year of 2018, she heard our voices. We have been waiting for you. We have been waiting for all of you. We have been patiently waiting for all of you. to come home. To come home to your family of light, to come home to yourself, to come home to your ancient wisdom teaching, to come home to your own knowledge. Welcome home. And to once again take a deep inhaling breath and breathe in your inner Gnosis, connecting your soul to your high heart to your soul. One and the same, one and the same, one and the same. And now see this energy connecting through your third eye, so that you have what we call your visions, your clarity in your knowing. That you know, that you're able to see clearly. Then as you connect it into your solar plexus, you feel it as you know it. And as you reach out into your crown chakra and allow the frequency to connect to the energy of all that is, there is no question you are aligned. And you can connect deeper into your sacral chakra, your root chakra, into the Earth Star chakra, connecting to this energy to Mother Gaia, connecting to ancient wisdom of Divine Mother. Mother Nature. For you see you are supported as above, so below, and you are supported through your heart, your high heart, connecting to the soles of your feet from Mother Gaia, Pachamama, connecting into your heart and then into your crown. This is how you stay safe. This is how you stay grounded. This is how you stay connected to your roots, to yourself, to us, to your memories, to your wisdom, to your own inner Gnosis. As above, so below. And the two shall meet within the heart, into the high heart of wisdom, into the high heart of wisdom, into the high heart of wisdom. That which Jeshua taught, living from the heart. As you call once again the foundation prayer, divine presence within, living in wholeness, moving in joy and love. May I surrender to your will, bring the radiance of your light into my heart and into my mind, and merge with me to manifest your will upon the earth. As I surrender to the energy of Father, Mother, God. And so as you feel this connection, you feel the power and you feel the love. And so as you call this energy into your high heart once again, may you breathe the essence and the presence of divine love into your being. The stillness, can you feel the stillness? It allows you to connect to your inner Gnosis. Stillness. Removing the distractions, the external stimuli, the mental chatter, the fear. And telepathic communication will continue to develop. Your inner sight will continue to develop. Your ability to psychically see, hear, feel, and know will continue to develop. All of your senses will continue to heighten. And there's a sense of freedom that you have come home to yourself. There's a sense of freedom that you have come home to yourself. Listening to the still, quiet voice from within takes time, takes patience, takes dedication. And so tonight we place this beautiful energy of this pyramid energy. There's a beautiful crystalline structure of tourmaline and quartz. We place this over your crown chakra, again as a sign of royalty, of receptivity. You see, dearest ones, you are all royal, righteous, and creative beings. And you deserve to live in the royal state of your God essence, remembering your royalty, remembering your divinity, remembering your power. And so this is the gift that we bring to you tonight, connecting the energy of your high heart so that you may receive and know and trust within your own divine self. Listening to the still, quiet voice within that allows you to walk your daily life without anxiety, without fear, without trepidation. That moment by moment by moment, you are divinely guided, that all is in divine order, and all truly is as it should be. As a beautiful tourmaline crystal becomes accentuated within your own etheric field, as a generator of power that will accelerate and accentuate your abilities. Merlin is here to help you with his magic wand and crystal ball. Merlin, the magician. Merlin, here to help you to transmute and to release all fears that have kept you from knowing your own truth. From this lifetime, from the lifetime that you live with us as the Essenes, and through all lifetimes, through all dimensions, times, and space, so that you are free, you are free, you are free. And so, dear sons and daughters of the light, step into your power. Step into your knowingness. Step into your strength. Step into the love that you are. Prepare yourself to receive as the beautiful stars that you are. Surrender, trust, and allow and receive. Star, S-T-A-R. Surrender, trust, allow, and receive as the beautiful stars that you are. And feel the remembrance that you're part of our Essene family of light, that you're part of the ancient Kalus, you're part of the great I Am, and you are never alone. You have your soul, and you have or connection to all that is that guides you in your sacred journey called life. Go now, my children, as you prepare yourself to receive. Honor the light that you are, honor the peace that you are, honor the joy that you are. Go forward. We bow unto you. We are grateful to each of you. We honor and love each of you. We are the voices of the collective voices of the Essenes. You are our family of light. And we are here to help you, to nourish you, to support you, just as we did with Joshua in his mission, as we had prepared for his coming. And you now are the way showers. You are the Christ light. You are the new children of light that are here as the messengers of hope, love, and peace. As you center yourself, calm yourself in your own inner gnosis, and you step into the power as a beautiful way shower and the messenger of Christ, living light and love. Go now, my children, be at peace, be at peace, be at peace, and truly know that you are loved. Loved beyond measure. Loved beyond comprehension. We stand with you. We stand beside you. We are your family of light. We are honored to be with you. And so we thank you for your devotion, your dedication, and your commitment to the living light of God. In this we give our blessings, and so it is. And we thank you, and we are ever so grateful for your beautiful transmission, your gifts, and the love and the support. We are honored to be here with you tonight. We thank you, Father, Mother God. We thank all the beings that support us and guide us, including our own master teachers and guides. We thank our Essene family of light. It truly is an honor to receive. In this we give our blessings and grace, and so it is. And this is the end of the transmission. So this is a time that we open it up for any comments or questions or any feedback.
Thank you, Lee. That was amazing.
You're welcome. Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you.
Hi, Lee. This is Lea.
Hi, Lea.
So these are always so high energy. The transmissions just, I know it's a collective energy, those that are on the call, and the message that you're bringing over, but I don't know what it is. Of all of them, these captivate me. I know I identify with the Essenes, but it is so, and I'm sure many of us on this call feel this way. It is so empowering. It's so strong. So keep them coming. It's just amazing. Thank you.
I always think, you're welcome. I always think, well, are they tired of listening to me yet? Nope.
No.
I'm like, okay. So anyhow, that's just me. So thank you very much. I really appreciate that. So yeah, that's just my humanness, coming out, Lea. But thank you. Yes, well, the it's an experiential experience, at least for me, because I feel it, and I feel their energy, and I'm feeling the power of it, just like you said. And it's like the sense of peace that they bring, and the sense of devotion onto us. And it's like, well, I'm channeling, and I feel a lot of emotion, and it's like multi-sensory experience for me to be able to do it and to feel them, and just to feel connected to that. And it's like, I'm sure that many of us feel that way, but it is quite beautiful. So yeah, thank you for saying that, Lea, because indeed it is. It's a little bit beyond comprehension sometimes. How I'm able to do this, and I surprise myself a lot. But it's just lovely. The beings that come and bring us the love and support, and I don't know, what a gift that they bring to us.
Mm-hmm.
So this is Pam, and I could so deeply feel when they were saying how we've been together so many lifetimes in our roles, and the part where they said welcome home, to your family, and I just was like started to tear because I could feel that, and just that knowing and familiarity and truth of it. And it was really, really powerful for me in that way. And I also recognize that my higher wisdom, and when I'm out doing my work, anchoring and my ceremonies, so much of these keywords of what they were saying tonight were words that I use. And so I don't really get real caught up in, is it me, is it somebody speaking to me, because I've known, I guess, for a long time, it's that oneness of no separation. But I always like the, I don't even know if I want to call it validation, but some of the things that get spoken that, I'm with the Essenes call, and some of your others leave, your other calls that I'm part of, the circles. It just, I just smile. And I'm past the point of, like I said, just kind of going, oh yeah, they've been talking to me. I'm to the point, truly, of we are one. And what is them, what it is just this great expansion of oneness that we are. And I mean, we each go through our awakening process, and really the last couple of weeks I've really just felt that. I've been speaking it, I've been, even in my shares that I'm putting up on Facebook, and with Mother Earth, Gaia, Pachamama, just a whole new level of just feeling it right in the heart and feeling Mother Earth and the Essenes and all of these amazing beings, and our galactic brothers, and all of it. And I know I'm not the only one, and it is hard to put it into words, but that's my testimony, and much gratitude.
Thank you. Thank you for your testimony. Anybody else? Lisa, did you have anything to share? I know you're new. You don't have to, but if you would like to.
Well, I thought it was really powerful. And I understood why I was guided to be here tonight. This was just in perfect alignment with kind of where I am I just had my house harmonized, so it's harmonized to be in vibration with creation through biogeometry. And I've just been having these amazing kind of awakenings and blockages too that have been happening, as things start to shift and move around. And so to work on the heart and the third eye, I know this community will understand this, but I had a vision of Yeshua like touching my third eye, hand over my heart. It was a light that came through him that I've seen before, but I didn't really know, what the origin was. So I just am feeling very, very blessed and grateful to have been a part of this tonight, and just energetically to connect with everyone on the call. And, I just feel that it's a very loving, open, beautiful energy. And, I hope I contributed to that as well, just so I could be an active member of this community. And so, it was amazing. In one word, I would say amazing.
Thank you. We're happy to have you. So, thank you.
Mm-hmm. I'm happy to be here, yeah. Thank you so much.
Anyone else?
And by the way,
else to share? Oh, go ahead.
Lee, I just was going to thank Lil for giving me a little nudge. So a shout out to my dear friend.
Love you. Most welcome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Lillian would never steer you wrong.
No. Nope.
Yes, Miss Lillian.
Nope.
Thank goodness for Miss Lillian. Yes, that's right.
I know.
Yeah. All right. Well, unless someone else has to share, we'll go ahead and end this. I will have class again, the Essenes class June 6th, which time is moving on here. And then on May 18th, I have the Sisterhood of the Rose again with Mother Mary. And what was I going to say? So, yeah, that'll be next Thursday, May 18th already. I'm skipping time here, going so quickly. So I just want to thank Tiffany, as always, for bringing forth the recordings and helping us. And she does all this work to help bring this to us in the replay. So thank you, Miss Tiffany, as always, for helping us. Really appreciate that, and I really appreciate everybody being on the call. And just, if you're having any trouble with connecting to your inner gnosis, it takes practice. It really is about just breathing, being quiet, asking a question, and just sitting quietly until you are able to hear it. Just move into your heart, breathe, and you'll be able to instantaneously hear, feel, or sense or know what you need to do. It's a daily way of living. It just makes things so much easier for you without having that anxiety of things that we concern ourselves with in our daily life. Just breathe and then listen. And indeed, it works. So tomorrow I been invited. Maybe I've told some of you. There's a independent filmmaker who's making a documentary on death and dying, and so she's going to interview me tomorrow. That may be a part of her documentary. I have no idea what she's going to extract from that interview, but looking forward to giving a perspective on death from a metaphysician's point of view or a medium's point of view. So I'm asking for my Essene family, a member of light, that I do a good job so that she puts it in her documentary. So think of me tomorrow. 3:30.
You'll do great. We
Yeah.
sure will.
So anyhow, that's what's happening tomorrow. So, all right, everyone, have a great week. I'll talk with you all again, hopefully next Thursday. And just be still and know that you are God, and a beautiful goddess. God and goddess. All right. Thank you, everyone. Have a great evening. Appreciate it.
Love and blessings.
Thank you all.
Thank you. Bye-bye.